everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Lions are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against the 49ers defense that will need to be on its game.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there was a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first and 10, Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air, Stafford on second down. It's complete to Golden Tate, and he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Again, it's Charles. Fancy footwork by Charles. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They run it. It's Charles. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. 2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Charles, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll throw here. Beathard got his target, Pierre Garçon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards there for number 15. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So 2nd and 10 here. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Play clock winding down. Beathard. And Selleck here, left side. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Back to throw Beathard. Over the middle to Garçon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Beathard. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
To throw is Beathard. His throw caught right around the 6. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A very solid gain of 27. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Here's Beathard to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw on second down is Stafford. Screen pass to Charles. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They start the drive with high. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Stafford on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On second down, Jamal Charles. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Carlos Hyde, see you later. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big run there by Hyde. And even 70 yards. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jarrett Davis not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrett Davis. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
2nd down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Back to throw. Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ohio.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know they're down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Stafford. Going underneath for Charles. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down. Here's a give. Left side, it's Charles. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On first down, it's Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Stafford now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 48-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Tenth carry now for Jamal Charles. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Lions on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And some room to work. Big hold to the 30. Gets through, and now an opening. So we've hit halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll try and start this drive in the air, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
second down. Hyde. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run.
Let's go!
The play clock's running down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. It's up and good, and the lead moves to 15-10. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again. Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. 23 yards on the play.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A first down carry here for Charles. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Buying time to his left. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll hand it off. This is Charles. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 11-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Stafford. The quick slant caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jamal Charles with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are in for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams and the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Looking to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle to Garcon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Here we go. Brand 38. Ohio.
They'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Here we go. Brand 38.
On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, he sheds himself. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They begin the drive with Charles. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Stafford. A dump off for Charles. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, Stafford being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
As they've done all day, they run with Charles. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Stafford. And Ebron's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, I just kept using it.
He'll look to throw. Complete here. It's Hyde. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Defense showing blitz.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Back to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Here we go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Flex round. Ohio.
They'll look to throw. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal got him back within 1 score, and now the focus lies on this onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the second-year man from South Dakota State, it's Zach Zenner. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff. This is Charles. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turn.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamal Charles, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll look to throw here. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw here. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on the 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the Lions, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.